Hi everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial. Today we are going to see how to create this amazing contact form page, responsive, mobile friendly, tablet friendly by using Elementor and Elementor Pro. So let's start. Right away. I'm going to create a section first and then I'm going to select the section and make sure you selected it and then go on Advanced, style, and then go on border. Here on border you can select solid, and then here we need to unlock this and just add 0 to all of them. Only the top will be adding some border, right? So I will try with 8 pixel. Okay, great. Now go on the column, right click, duplicate, and now we have 2 columns, right? So select again the main section and then layout, and of course I'm going to make it full width. Then after this go on height and make it min height, VH, and make it 100. Perfect. Okay, so now going here and search for form. Here is it, form. This is available with Elementor Pro, link in the description of course. And now we have 2 columns, right? So we need to click here and drag on the left. There is a little line, dotted line, and then again on this main section and select the stretch. Then click on the column again here and then go on vertical alignment middle. Okay, great. So now I'm going to click again here on this little icon and put my heading. Click again on this little icon, drag and drop the text editor. Perfect. Now we can click again and drag another text editor. Now we have set it up this. I'm going to click on style, classic, and add an image. So I'm going to upload my file. I'm going to select this image here. It's an optimized image, so very lightweight. Insert the media and then here on the column, but just click again on it and go on advanced. And here make sure you have 0 and 0 margin and 0 padding, okay? So we will change that later. Great. So now style and then go on size, cover, position, center, or you can even customize the position by clicking custom and drag and drop the position here. Like that, of course, and I will select no repeat. So now if I check the preview, this looks great. There is some scrolling that I will fix later, but yeah, looks great. So I'm going to style the title by clicking on typography, and then I'm going on enter. This is the font that I'm using, and then let me change also the text here by doing enter. Size 15 pixel. Here I'm going to change the text. Maybe we can copy this and just paste the style like that. Click on the column again and then advanced, select percentage and change the padding like that. So now we are playing with the padding. Of course we are going also to change some text. So let me check my XD design. As you can see, we see the let's start your training title with a description. So just copy that and of course paste it here. Let's do the same. Oops, where is it? Here is it. Let's do the same with the description and paste it. Perfect. So I'm going here and just click del or cans, sorry, so that you remove the extra space. Click on the form, and now with the form selected, I'm going to remove the label by clicking there, okay? So now it looks cleaner, and if I go on style, I have all the styling things, so I'm clicking on field, and I will remove the border radius. I will make 0 so that it's not radius, okay? So I'm doing the same thing with the button, as you can see, and then clicking on this text here, we are going to copy this and just paste it here. So paste it like this, and as you can see, I'm going text and cans again to remove the spacing, center it, and that's all. So now I'm going to style it a little bit better. So I selected the title, and as you can see, if I select on my XD, I can find the size in pixel, it's bold, it's inter, so that's great. So I'm going to get the color from the button, and I'm going to copy this, and then select again the title, style, and then text color. I'm going to paste my color. So I'm going to change also the weight and the size. So the size I will try with a 34, even if it's not same as my design. The weight I will make a 700, looks great. And then I'm doing the same thing here. I'm going to style this, and then again color, paste my color, and of course I'm making less opacity because I want it to look gray. Select now the form, go on style, select the tab field, and now change the border color to something like this gray here. Okay, and then I want to change the button, right? So button tab, select the background color, and here again I'm going to paste my color so it's darker, it's like a dark blue. And then again typography, remember inter, and of course the weight, so I'm using a 500 here. Perfect. Changing also this text here, so I'm going on the color again, paste again your color, and then I'm going to select this and make this a URL. I want people that can mail me by clicking on it, so mail to column and put your email inside of it. Great. So now, as you can see, this looks like a link, right? And that's what we wanted. So of course we can style it differently if you wish. So let me select this and make it bold, for example. And then I will also change this, let's keep it like that, okay? I'm going to check the preview and of course going on XD to check the design. So it looks like a little bit narrower, if I can say that. So I'm going to change and play with the column padding a little bit. So let me try and play with this. Of course it won't look like the design exactly because our design on Elementor is responsive. It's taking the whole screen of the website. That's why it looks a little bit different, of course. Get back to your Elementor page, click on the form, field, content, go on the fields here, and as you can see, you can add more. So I just duplicate the email input box and I change it in phone, and make sure to change this type in telephone. Unfortunately in the video I forgot to do that. So now we have everything set it up. I guess that we can do the rest. As you can see, let me check the design, and the design looks awesome. I'm going to copy the text of the email so we have the same here on the label. Sorry, not label but placeholder. And then let's go on style, and here field, and if you wish you can change the color, but we are going to change only the font right now, inter. Maybe also the size, as you can see, let's try 15. Okay, so I'm going to select content now, and as you can see the input size could be changed as you wish. So as you can see, now I'm keeping the small one. And then let's see on the row gap, so we can change the row gap. I'm going to check my design, I don't remember anymore. So my row gap here, it's 14, great. So I'm going to change it to 14, and of course click here in little icon and add a spacer, so you can add some space, change it, let's try 30 or maybe 20, okay, and great. So let me change the color of the border on the top. I think it's not the blue one that we are using. So select the main section, style, go on border, and as you can see here we have also the color selection. So I'm going to paste my color if I find it. Here is it. And then let me try and check. Okay, so the color now is better. Those are little details, right? So let me check my XD design very quickly, and I have some text here, and also this box is bigger. So let me select and copy this text, then get back on Elementor, of course, and let me find where is the... Oh, okay, select the form, sorry, and then content and message, and of course here we need to change the placeholder. I'm just pasting it mine. Okay, and the rows, you can add more rows so the box is bigger. Then let's go on buttons and change the text of the button, get started in my case, and then as you can see in the preview, everything looks like the design. Of course, as I say, the width is changing because our design is responsive, right? So make sure you are in the content tab, and input size you can change it to medium so that larger is a little bit larger, and the button, same thing, change it to medium, and as you can see now everything is a little bit bigger. It's adding some more space in the input box, and this looks a lot more similar to our design. And as you can see, if I type in Arian, everything works well, and yeah, looks cool. So let's make some tweaking now, some little edits, like I tried to make 10 here in the spacing. Let's quickly check the design on Adobe XD, and as you can see now we need to add those titles, and I'm going to do it right away. So go on the column, on the right column, click on it, and on the left click on this little icon, drag and drop your title, and we are going to do the same thing for the other text. First of all, let me make it white so I can see anything. Click on the column again, and of course layout, and then vertical align, make it like the bottom. So now the text is at the bottom of the page, as you can see, and now I can just right click, duplicate this, and I'm going also to click on here to add some text here, the little text, right? So let me check again the design. I'm going to copy the text and paste it here. Perfect. Now I'm going to copy the second text and paste it again. And the third time, let's copy this and paste it. Okay, great. So I'm checking the font size, and it's bold, so doing the same thing here on Elementor, style, typography 47, and then enter as font family, and made the weight 800, but I guess that it's too much, so I'm going to change to 700. Then I'm going to copy this title and paste the style to the second title, and style again, change this, the font of course it's smaller, let me check, it's like 35 I guess. Okay, and make it normal. Okay, so I'm going to change also the style of this, change the color to first the typography, enter, and then change the color to white, and the opacity also a little bit less opacity. Okay, so click again on this column, make sure it's selected, and advanced and percentage, and of course play with the padding. First lock that so that is easier, and let's check out the padding. So looks like it's good. Yeah, for me it's good, it looks like the design. So I'm going to style now, background overlay, and I will add the background. So you can make a single color like this, for example. You can select the color you wish. I already copied and pasted my color here before, but you can change the color as you wish. But in this case we are going to use a gradient. So to use a gradient, make sure you have your colors inside. I usually make the first and the second color the same, and then like the top color I make it like 0 opacity, right, like that way. And then here make sure this is full, and the total opacity, this is like the general opacity, you can change it to 1. And then of course look at this, it looks like the design, it's crazy, it's wonderful, right? So now I'm going to make some fixing on the top of this section. The black border on the top is actually causing a scrolling, so we are going to remove that. So let me check, where is it? So select the section and go on style, border, and as you can see before we added this border, but I'm going to remove it to avoid that scrolling effect. Oops, so keep it 0, I'm just testing here, but keep it 0, and then select this column here and style, border, and let's add the border here. So go on solid for the border type, as you can see, and then 0, unlock this and just add some only on the top, 8 pixel, and as you can see Now it's not scrolling anymore, and we can even play with this because we can add another border to the right side. And if you want to make some contrast, for example, I will show you right away how to do that. So get back here, right column, click on it, and go on where is it? Okay, border, and then again solid, and then make the width to 0, unlock this, and then make it 8 pixel to the top and make it white. So now we have some cross color. This looks really cool and crazy, but yeah, I will stick with the design of my XD layout. So okay, great. So now everything is working very well, and I want to show you also how to add some cool mouse tracking effect to the image to make this page even cooler. So go on background, and then you will find mouse effect, mouse track, and you can add the speed of the mouse track here. I usually get very low mouse track because I don't like it when it's super like things are moving too much. So you can 0.1 works really nice. I really love it. But if you want something a little bit more noticeable, maybe you can also make it 0.2, for example. So this is 0.3 as you can see, but 0.2, I think this is the sweetest spot that you can use to get this working well, and it's really fun to have this feature. Okay, so let's try to change the link. To change the links, first you need to update your page. Go on settings here. You need to click on this little burger menu here, site settings, and now we are in the global settings, typography, and here you will find color. So this is the color of the link, okay, and then you can change the hover link to something else. So in this case, I will use the same color and just reduce the opacity so that when I mouse over, the opacity changes, okay? Great, so I can update this, and now I think that we are done. Let me check if I didn't forget anything. And this looks pretty cool. As you can see, everything is moving, and that's awesome, this cool 3D effect even. So I think I forgot like the mouse hover on the button, and go back on Elementor, make sure that you are on the style tab button, and here you can go on hover, select the color you wish. I'm using my the same color as I always used, and change the opacity so that when I mouse hover, the opacity changes. So now let's check the mobile version here, and click on here on the mobile and click on the column advanced, and here on percentage of padding we're going to change this to a better padding. As you can see now the mobile version looks amazing. I'm going to change also the text here, style, and then typography, make it a little bit smaller like that. Click on the second title and style again, style again, and then typography, change the size, okay. And that's all. So now let's say I want to make this section on the top instead of the bottom. So select the main section on the top, and then go on advanced, responsive, and reverse columns for mobile. And as you can see now on the mobile version, you get on the top the image, and on the bottom you get the form. Perfect. So update the page, and now we are going on the tablet version. We are going to do the same thing on the tablet. I usually select the first column and layout and column width, make it 100. Do the same thing with the second column, 100, and then again set main section and responsive reverse column for tablet. So now I'm going to click on this column here, advanced, and then I'm going to change the padding. So just click on here, play with the padding, and see which padding is better for you. So as you can see, it's very simple to make it mobile and tablet. This design works on all devices now, and you can enjoy your new contact page. So I hope that the tutorial was useful. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you have any question, please leave a comment in this video. I will reply soon as possible. Have fun and bye.